What's up, everybody? Welcome to VGU.TV's PlayStation podcast of the DualShock Show, where greatness awaits. I am one of your hosts, Matt Mobley. With me this week is Allan Muir.
The only thing that stands between heroes and herpes, just one letter, baby.
Finally joining us again. Finally joining us again is Tom Freeman.
What the fuck, Allan?
Rounding out our guest list are the Nates, Nate Hohl and Nate Gamer.
Yo.
Ba 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 da. So, we begin every show with a little segment called "What Have You Been Playing?" To preface this, obviously we've all been playing Grand Theft Auto 5, but that is our topic of the week. So we're gonna scooch that on down after the news. Otherwise, we're just going to be here all day. We're never going to get to the news. So, Nate, what else? Nate G, I should say. Both Nates at the same time. What have you been playing other than Grand Theft Auto 5 just before it?
Ain't been playing nothing up our listeners haven't heard about before. Just, some Persona, some Mario and Luigi. And then, mostly just a lot of Grand Theft Auto 4. It's not even worth talking about. I want to get through this segment as fast as possible.
Nate Hohl.
I was mostly PC games. I finally finished the personal story in Guild Wars 2, which I'm pretty pumped about. Worked on that ever since, January. What else? I played some Assassin's Creed 3. I've been kind of in the Assassin's Creed mood, especially with Assassin's Creed 4 coming out soon, so I'm going to be playing that.
But I thought that was a bad one.
I don't.
That's very good.
I don't understand all the hate that game gets. I really like Assassin's Creed 3.
Well, now I've heard that it's good, but it's kind of disappointing as far as compared to Assassin's Creed 2.
Yeah, I guess I can see that. The story's good. I really like the whole Revolutionary War setting. The multiplayer's really good. I like the new Wolfpack cooperative mode. I actually kind of like Connor, the protagonist. A lot of people didn't like him. They felt like he was kind of flat. But, I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool. But, yeah, I've been playing that. What else? That's pretty much it. Just that and GTA 5.
Yeah. Allan.
Yes.
Please. What else have you been playing other than Grand Theft Auto?
Played Grand Theft Auto 4.
Yes.
And, man, does that game not hold up?
That I still love that game.
And it's still better than Saints Row 2.
Wayo!
Shots fired.
I still love Grand Theft Auto 4 in lieu of spending many hours in Grand Theft Auto 5. But I will agree, does not compare.
I couldn't get a car so many times. I pretty much just ran to places. Every time I'd steal a car, a cop would just happen to be there. And couldn't find a motorcycle, couldn't find anything that I wanted to ride in. So then I just went, fuck this, and played Godfather 2.
Okay.
How'd that pan out?
Quality gaming right there.
That's good if you want to throw people off buildings.
Yeah.
That was a fun time.
Okay, what is that sound?
Someone's pissing while on Skype, I think.
I was not. It was just getting a cup of water. Okay.
Is that what you call it? Dude?
Gotta keep my throat moist for this podcast.
Oh god, that's getting worse.
Put that in. Tom, what else have you been playing other than?
Well, I've actually been playing GTA V. Yeah.
Anything else since Saturday?
No.
No?
I think I played Snake on my old Nokia, but that was fine.
How far'd you get?
This is a really weird, it's like an updated Snake, but it's still an old phone, so it's really bad. I really hate it. I'd rather have the shitty graphics. Because they tried to make it look kind of good on the shit phone, so it's just
I remember playing Snake on a Nokia. It was fucked up.
It gets too fast, man. And you realise you've sunk like 15 minutes into it. It's like, what have I done?
Like, what have I been doing with my life?
Pretty much, but yeah, that's been my gaming of the week.
Okay, so that's what we've been playing. It's time to talk about what you should be playing, or what you should be buying. Well, you should really be playing Grand Theft Auto 5.
What you will be playing.
But what you can be playing is PlayStation Plus deal. Alan,
Yes.
what did we get?
We got Eco.
Downloaded it.
And we also
I haven't
got...
touched it, obviously.
Yeah. We also got GTA Liberty City Stories.
Already have it, so...
I never
Two
played
different
it.
formats.
I never played it, never will play it.
It's good. I enjoy it. It's tough, because, like, I don't know, it's back to the PS2 controls and whatnot. So it's a little tougher, and the life bar is not as long, so it's not easy, but it's a good game.
Yeah. We also got some discounts on some
Square Games, I
Yeah.
believe. Yeah.
Sleeping Dogs Digital Edition.
Already have it. Got it for free.
Yeah, I know. That's for those who forgot about it.
Yeah. They're like, did you not get it for free? Now you can pay $10.
Oh yeah, apparently Defiance is $10 too now.
Yeah.
Man. And to think, I almost got addicted to that game.
Jeez.
But for $6 you can get Kane and Lynch Dead Men. The game that got a lot of people fired.
Not a great game.
But Matt still likes it.
I like it for the story, but the difficulty spikes up really bad. There's a level where you where you're in some, like the jungle, or not like the jungle or something, but like some other country, and a plane flies overhead, and I don't really remember much of it, but like, I know that a plane flies overhead and there's a lot of militia, and that's fucking hard. And it's not very, like the split screen is not very good. Like, it's split vertically rather than horizontally, so it kind of sucks. And you can't ever play as Lynch if you're gonna play a one-player game. You have to play as Kane, which kind of sucks, because, like, I would like to play as Lynch. Because apparently he has some, like, crazy, like, hallucinations during gameplay in a couple of spots.
Look, there it is. A chopper flying overhead.
No! Don't go!
Oh yeah, I was playing Resident Evil 6 as well.
Got it.
I still liked it.
That's a shit game.
It's a good game. It's not.
No, it's not.
It's not a great Resident Evil game, but it's not.
It's not a good game.
There's a
You're
third.
just so angry, Tom!
No, I'm not angry. It's a shit game. You can't tell me it's a good game.
No, there's a third of a good game in there.
There you go. There's a turd of a good game in there.
I can tell you that it's a good game. I can tell you it's a good game. You know why? Because I reviewed it. I gave it an 8.5.
Crazy.
Anyway.
But then again, I gave Walking Dead Survival Instinct pretty much the same type of score.
Yes.
So,
yeah, but you didn't review Resident Evil 6. I did.
No, I'm saying, but those are two games that aren't really liked by the public.
Well,
basically, y'all motherfuckers crazy.
It's a good.
Seriously, I have no recollection of writing that review.
Yeah, chop, next.
Okay.
Kane Lynch is shit, we all know. Let's go.
You can get the sequel to Kane and Lynch, Dog Days, for $8.
Dog Days is better.
Or you could just walk down the street with your phone out.
No, it wouldn't get the same quality. It would get much better quality.
Exactly.
But I still like the approach that they went with it. I liked how it looked. I thought it was kind of cool. I thought Kane and Lynch was better than the first one. I'd play a third one just to see how it pans out. But it was short. It's like 4.5 hours.
They should have made a Hitman game when they're making Kane and Lynch. They spent too long, and then they made a meh Hitman game. Disappointing.
Anyway.
There is one more thing. A discount on Pixel Junk Monsters Ultimate HD Edition.
Ooh.
$11.99.
Ooh.
It's really just a $3 difference, so take what you want.
Ooh.
But now, on to the deals.
Awesome. What do we got?
One of Nate Gamer's favorite games, Ni no Kuni,
Yeah.
is $20.
Buy it.
Yeah,
We got the platinum for it.
Buy it!
Tom,
Nate-
it's a very long game.
I love that
know.
there are two people in the VGU office that I know have played it. There's Nate and Josh. And Nate, I believe you actually finished it.
I did. Yes.
You both think it's amazing. You've actually finished it. Josh is 10 hours in.
Yeah.
So- and that game is how long? Like 40 hours?
Something like 40 hours, yeah.
So he's a quarter of the way in.
But it's a good game.
I don't know if he'll ever
pretty.
finish it. He buys a lot of games, doesn't finish them. Never finished Catherine. So
I don't blame him.
Yeah, I didn't finish Catherine either.
Oh god, I got near the end to the last stage, and he's just edge, and I was just like, I give up. Fucking too many weird shit.
I don't think he even got that far. I think he just got wrapped up in other games that came out.
I just saw my friend beat it, and I was like, that's good enough for me.
Yeah. Anyway, moving along. Ni no Kuni, $20.
Yeah. Next up is a pre-order for Need for Speed Rivals.
Mm.
So that pretty much says the silence there says.
I have
think-
no opinion on this.
Games are better. Always have been.
Burnout is
But
very good. I really,
Everyone's going to buy Need for Speed, so.
You know what I really liked was Split Second. I thought that was a great game.
But
I had
then
so much fun.
Disney shut down the studio.
That sucks. I really liked Split Second. I've never had that much fun playing a racing game.
No, I haven't played Dirt Online. Dirt 3 Online's amazing.
I have not. Moving along.
Wait, do you guys remember?
No.
I don't.
Oh,
I probably don't.
it's the game where you launch your guy like a ragdoll out of the front, like
God, Flat Out.
flat out. Yeah.
That's what it's
Yeah,
called.
my brother-in-law had it for Xbox. He used to play it all the time and crash on purpose, obviously, because that's what you do in Flat Out.
Man, that game is. I love that game.
That
But-
game was fun.
Need for Speed Rivals is the first game to be developed by Ghost Studios, who's now it's basically theirs now.
Yeah.
And Criterion is helping them with it. And then they're gonna go work on whatever it is they're doing next.
You know what I just realized?
Hmm.
Never talked about what I've been playing. Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, Hotline Miami, play a little Grand Theft Auto 4. There you go. Oh, and Saints Row 3. Beat it again, like in 2 days.
Don't
Matt,
drag that out, Matt.
you already said what you played.
I said it before we started the show.
No, you said it. You said it.
I don't think I did.
The people need to know.
Just in
No, I'm
case.
pretty sure I was like so excited that I just moved on straight from.
Oh my
like,
god, hurry up. We need to get to GTA 5 combo.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
God damn it, Tom.
Next up, GTA 5
Hey,
for
let's talk.
for $59.99.
59.
Oh.
Buy it.
Yeah, but be careful because there have been some texture problems.
On the PS, the download version, so just get a disc version.
Fuck yeah.
Also on the disc version on the Xbox version.
You're only supposed to install like one of the.
Yeah, like please do
Disc
not
or
install both discs.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
Digital Foundry found the PlayStation 3 version to be marginally better, so yay. Small victory.
Yeah. This last one is a cross-buy bundle
Okay.
for Urban Trial Freestyle.
I don't know what that is, and I don't care to comment on it.
Well, it's a nice little like bike game.
Okay.
Buy it.
Yeah, buy it.
Alright.
Now off to Europe.
Yay,
Tom,
over, PlayStation Plus, you got some Pixel Junk 20% discount, hooray. So if you like them monsters, you could take advantage, but I wouldn't. They're alright. We got GTA 5 for €49.99 or €69.99. And then a game that Alan might like, Hot Wheels World's Best Driver for $29.99. So yeah.
Awesome.
News.
No, he's so excited. It's time for This Week in PlayStation. Time for the news stories. Alan, would you like to start us off?
Sure.
Yes.
Do you guys remember The Last Guardian?
Vaguely.
That
Isn't that PS1 game?
Yeah, that game.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, the game from Team Ico that's been in the shadows so long that Unsolved Mysteries refuses to cover it.
Yeah, we got one trailer for The Last Guardian and then nothing else. Ever.
Well, Sony Superman Shuhei Yoshida gave some hope that the project is still indeed alive.
He's waiting for PS4.
The team is still there in Sony Computer Entertainment Japan Studio. Ueda-san is still there, but we are still waiting for the time to reintroduce it. So
basically, Team Ico's got an entire console generation without making a game. So
basically,
yeah.
Jeez. Tom, would you like to take this one?
So after GTA 5 gained some bad press about a particularly violent, unskippable scene, which I've not seen yet, one wonders about the torture scene that will take place in Metal Gear Solid 5 for Phantom Pain. Kojima has said that players will be doing the opposite. Said the scene will
torture?
Be... What?
I'm confused.
Receiving torture?
Apparently.
What's the opposite of torture?
I didn't write it.
Friendship.
Friendship.
Someone
Sexy times.
I can either torture someone or be their friend.
To be fair, based on Kojima's recent sexy model time, I'm sure we can see some interesting stuff happen.
Some would say, depending on the person, that torture and friendship are the same thing.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, Kojima said, if the violence will give you emotions...
Wait.
Oh, what? It will be unplayable, there you go.
Yeah.
Right, if the violence will give you emotions that are important to the game, I want to put it in there, especially with this game, where one of the main topics is revenge. I don't want to walk around that. So Kojima being edgy.
Kojima's being edgy.
With boobies and porn and
without
torture.
spoiling anything. This particularly violent, unskippable scene, it's more than a scene, it's a mission. So...
Cool. It's a GTA game. It says 18. It's got all the warnings on the box. Don't complain.
Yes. It's actually probably the one time in the Grand Theft Auto series I've been like, oh man, this is hard to watch.
So that's...
Call of Duty Black Ops had like, oh yeah, put some grass in this man's mouth and punch him in the face. I mean, come on. It's bullshit. People just like hating the rock stars.
Well,
it's good. It's a tough mission.
It's a fun mission.
To get
Call of
through.
Duty is just Michael Bay movies.
No, they're so edgy. They've got to have at least one really controversial. Do you want to see this content level on it?
Apparently, there was supposed to be a torture part in Splinter Cell Blacklist too, but then fan outcry made them take it out. Like, there's a part where like you stick like your knife in like a dude's like shoulder or something, like you twist it around to like get him to talk.
Sounds
then
good.
people are like, we don't want to play that, so then Ubisoft was like, fine, they took it out.
The hardest part about scenes like that is when your victim is screaming and crying and begging to go home. That's the hardest part. Because it just pulls at your
That's
soul.
the exciting part.
For those of you who do like torture, go read the Bible.
Now, as far as this scene in Grand Theft Auto is concerned, we can't spoil it right now. But that's for the spoiler cast.
Alan, what do you mean by that in terms of, it's that boring or there's a lot of torture in it?
No, there's a lot of torture.
There's a lot of torture in it.
There's literally torture in the stories of the Bible.
Just watch The Passion of Christ.
Or not, because Mel Gibson's a goon.
It's by Alan's nemesis.
What?
Because Mel Gibson.
I know, he loves Jews, what are you talking about?
He loves them.
Oh, man. Moving on. Turns out that the reason the PlayStation 4 is launching later than the US reason, the Japanese, in Japan, the PlayStation 4 is launching later than the US region, is due to a lack of Japanese games. The February release in Japan is said to coincide with the availability of more Japanese titles. Currently, third-party developers aren't working on games for the Vita and haven't embarked on the development of PS4 titles. So, sorry, Japan. America just knows how to get things done.
Whatever.
As evidenced by The Last Guardian.
Yeah.
As evidenced by The Last Guardian and Final Fantasy 15. Oh. So, we know how to get things done.
Speaking of Japanese game franchises, there will be a Gran Turismo documentary.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, man.
Titled Kaz, Pushing the Virtual Divide, will be about series creator Kazunori Yamauchi and focusing on his passion and creative drive on the series.
Disappointed it's not about Kazurai, because he's cool.
What does Kazurai have to do with Gran Turismo?
Well, because it says Kaz, and I got excited thinking it'd be Kazurai being there like going, oh, this is only for PS4, haha.
Fake Kazurai. The fake
He's amazing.
Oh, man.
Fake Kazurai Twitter account is one of my favorites. Cause it's
Oh, the fake one's amazing. It's so good, like.
It's got like the best jokes.
The stuff he's in the shit talking all the time is amazing.
Tong, why don't you go ahead? I know you're just dying to talk about Grand Theft Auto, so.
After GTA 5 returned San Andreas, people wonder where the series could go next. London, England, which they have done already, however, will not be anywhere near GTA ever again. I think for us, my gut feeling is GTA London was cool for the time, but games were more limited then. These days, I think we would love to set a game in the UK, set in London, whatever, but I don't know if it would be a GTA game. I think there are plenty of great stories we could tell about the UK, great environments to showcase, great gameplay mechanics that could have a UK bent to them. I just don't think it would be GTA necessarily.
And that's coming from Dan Houser,
Houser,
the co-founder of
co-founder
Rockstar.
and creator of a lot of the Rockstar games.
I agree.
Especially Grand Theft Auto.
All the popular GTA games have been set in America, so they should stay up. And it's funny, it's a whole game
because
fun for you,
it's a huge satire on American culture, and that's kind of what GTA has become. And I'm okay with that. We have a lot of things to make fun of, so.
No shortage of material.
Please keep going, and please set the next one in Vice City again. Normally, we stay away from the personal computer, but this is a special case. There is a petition currently in the works to get Grand Theft Auto 5 released on the PC. Right now, there are right now, as of this time, there are 508,658 signatures on the petition.
It's going to happen anyway.
It's going to happen eventually.
Yeah.
It's just
They always
not
have,
now.
so I don't know why people are complaining. They always release the PC version late. Done.
Yeah, it's always late. Relax. You're just pissed off because you can't play it, and you're desperately trying to avoid spoilers.
Yeah, get off your little high horse and play with the unwashed masses.
Play it on the Superior machine.
Indeed.
And by that, we're talking to Constantine.
Okay.
Oh, what is he like? Too elite for us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the PC version of you, Tom.
No.
I think it's the PC version of me.
Okay. Before I read this, Tom, please unhighlight all the text.
It's not me. I checked because I was wondering if it was me. So fuck off.
Shouldn't be me.
Definitely not me.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
Alright.
there's some bad news for all you Telltale fans out there.
Okay.
What is it?
Anticipation's killing me.
Sean Vanneman and Jake Rodkin.
Who?
They were
Indeed.
This is bad news. This is confusing news.
they were the writers for season 1 of The Walking Dead.
Lol, never played it.
I mean, Gary Whitta was a consultant, but it was them writing each episode.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they've left and formed a new company with Nels Anderson, who was the lead dev on Mark of the Ninja. the indie game company, which has a great name, Campo Santo,
Oh.
consists of Vanneman, Rodkin, Anderson, and graphic designer Ali Moss, who's best known for his reimagining of movie posters.
All right. I mean, good for them, but we'll miss. I'm sure we'll miss them on Telltale games. But Telltale has a slew of great writers. Josh's girlfriend being one of them, and they'll still be doing fine.
And isn't there a second season of Walking Dead coming out?
Yeah.
Yes, and also The Wolf Among Us is coming.
Oh yeah.
Be sure to send your compliments to Josh in like the opening scene of episode 2 because to pass on to his girlfriend because I believe she wrote that part. So.
Sweet.
Yeah. Tom, would you like to take this? Where'd he go?
Tom.
He's just
I muted my mic, my bad.
Oh.
I was like,
why can't you guys hear me?
yeah, I was like, you motherfuckers
I'm like whispering.
Yes, Sony has detailed their PS3 to PS4 game upgrade plan and what users will be able to do. The physical copies of games will contain codes that you must redeem on the PlayStation Store. Once on the PlayStation 4 version of the store, you will see the digital versions of the game will be available for $9.99. Once purchasing it, you must insert the PS3 disc of said game and it will work. Boring.
So
That sounds tedious.
So that's how you're going to be able to play PS3 games on PS4? What?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. That does sound tedious. Good thing
I'm wondering, because it says once purchasing, you must insert the PS3 disc of said game, so you can't take your PS3, so you have to own 2 games for it to work.
Yeah.
So if you snatch your PS3 disc, you'd have to buy the PS4 version again.
Well, it's a good thing I'm keeping my PS3. So. I'm going to send it on HDMI too, I'll tell you what. Okay. Dead Cells 2, Tom. It's going to be releasing on
What the
March
fuck
11th.
is Dead Souls?
Did you mean Dark Souls?
Oh yeah.
Dark?
Oh, I got it confused with Yakuza. Sorry.
How did you get a good game confused with that shit?
Hey, don't you dare call that
There's
game
so
bad.
much anger!
There's a reason they're
Can't we
going
all
to stop
get along?
taking Yakuza over from Japan.
Oh my god. Alright, hold on. My drive's doing crazy stuff while that text is disappearing. What are you doing?
It's all the angry energy, man. It's just screwing with your stuff.
It's all Tom's angry energy. I'm getting all pissed off at little things.
I'm not even angry, I'm just a bit tired.
It's like fucking 9 o'clock over here. Right? Did I get that time right?
No, it's actually 8:46, dumbass.
I said it's almost 9 o'clock, so I basically am right.
Not really.
Dark Souls 2. Tom,
Hey.
it's going to be releasing on March 11th in the US.
Oh,
Day
Dark
after my-
Souls too.
and on 14th in Europe. So it's going to be launching in the US the day after my birthday. What a
It's gonna be
shitty
amazing.
birthday present that would be.
No, it wouldn't. It'd be amazing.
No, it wouldn't.
You guys don't know quality. You just go, I can't beat the first level and never play it again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ow.
I saw Josh did exactly that. Exactly that.
Well, I mean, he does that with a lot of games.
What a
Saints Row
baby.
3.
Dark Souls is amazing. One of the best games of the generation.
That's pretty good. I'll admit, like, some of the
Hey,
changes that they're making to the second one, I'm not really too...
I'm not,
Exactly.
yeah, I was going to say I'm not too hyped about it, but
Yeah, the whole, like, being able to be invaded, like, even if you're undead now, like, that kind of sucks.
yeah, we could always just play it offline, but yeah.
That's a good point, yeah.
Alan, talk to me about Gaikai.
Yeah, so this is a service that will allow you to stream PS3 games to your PS4 instead of having to re-download them as PS3 classics. Nothing there. No funny.
Right on.
What's
No
funny about that?
This is serious.
This is a serious show. Serious topics.
Serious
Serious people.
Well, Gaikai will be launching in the US in 2014.
Ooh.
Shuhei Yoshida said that they intend to launch it with a good selection of launch titles.
When you say good selection, have a look at anything they say good selection of PlayStation 1 classics on PS2. Oh, Chicken Little, yeah, great game. Seriously, half of that is shit.
It is true.
SpongeBob games.
They put.
I thought he meant
like
half of the Chicken Little game was shit, but like implying that half of it was actually pretty good.
Oh god. But yeah, I'd take that with a bucket of salt.
Oh my goodness, Tom.
Yeah, the German arm of GameStop listed none other than Uncharted for the PlayStation 4. Oh my god, it's listed as an action game. Oh my god, no way. But has no release date or any other specific information. I can't believe it. A successful franchise is getting another entry.
I would have been okay if Naughty Dog had moved on from Uncharted. Like,
It might not even be Naughty Dog.
I like it.
Doing the Vita, like they did the Vita, just giving it to another studio.
License it out. I like Uncharted, but
God of War, they did, didn't they?
I like Uncharted, but with Naughty Dog's history, like 3 Crash games, 3 Unchained games, 3 Uncharted games, I wouldn't mind it if they'd, one franchise for each generation. I wouldn't mind it if they'd gone to something new.
Well, I'm still waiting on Uncharted kart racing. So.
Yeah,
Uncharted.
Definitely. Uncarted. That would be amazing.
Okay. Guys, do you like Batman?
Yeah.
Are you getting Arkham Origins?
Nope.
Yeah.
I like Batman. Fuck Origins.
If so, you may want to pick up the Batman Arkham Bundle that contains Arkham Asylum and Arkham City and all the DLC.
Well, if you liked it, why you would have had them already?
I already have them. It's but at least you won't have that ugly, gaudy cover for the Game of the Year edition of.
Mate, I have the Game of the Year edition, and it's the best cover ever.
It's an ugly, gaudy cover.
It's amazing.
Well,
it's not even the VGU Game of the Year edition.
I remember that.
It is $49.99 for PS3 and other platforms. That is still like that Roundtable podcast is still like I listen to it every so often because it's the best
every
one that we
day.
all the GoBots and Dinobots talk and
Spoilers.
And like James doesn't even get to fucking talk about his picks for Game of the Year. We're talking about Game of the Year to fucking Arkham City Game of the Year every year. So it's just Arkham City Game of the Year edition. We slap a sticker on like the Oprah book club sticker, like it's on VGU's Game of the Year is Star Wars Episode 4, or we put it on ham. I think it was close to Christmas, and I was like, man, I want some Christmas ham. And I was like, oh shit, VGU Game of the Year, ham.
This is going to come up every time we talk about Batman, I'm pretty sure.
That's a good thing, then.
Listeners,
I'm going to associate ham with Batman from now on.
Listeners, go on to VGU. Go on to YouTube.com/VGU.TV official. Find the Gamercast. No, not the Gamercast. The Roundtable podcast for Game of the Year 2012, and listen to it because it's still one of the best things that we've ever done. Anyway.
Yeah, they're trying to do the show, and Nate's talking to someone about a haircut.
I don't think I would have done anything so unprofessional as that.
I remember you doing that. You were like on the phone or something. Or
you didn't even mute your microphone, man.
I was listening to it more recently than I have. I don't know if I mentioned this. The Arkham Bundle is $49.99, PS3 and other platforms. Thought we'd move on. Alan.
Okay, guys. I'm gonna get a little real with you.
Get real with me.
Gonna do a little. Let's rap.
Let's rap.
Waka waka wah. Waka waka wah. Well, my name, Dark I'm versatile. Busting every cow if it ain't halal.
Well.
Not what I was looking for, but okay. UK Deputy Prime Minister Nick Clegg warned that violent video games.
That's not what it says.
Yeah, because I saw what you wrote, and I went back to the place where I got it.
Gosh, the boy.
Sure. But wasn't his real name.
Definitely his real name.
Basically, he said that video games can affect players' behavior on his LBC radio talk show.
Nick Clegg's a bitch.
Do you know who he is, Tom?
Yeah, I voted for the twat.
Then why? Why then?
Because he decided he didn't get the majority votes. Instead of sitting it out, he decided to go with the political party that goes against everything he believes in, and now student fees are triple what they used to be. And he just went back on everything, every one of his policies, and he's just a little bitch. So ignore him, because he's got no power anymore. So it's his last gasp at getting any attention. So
I like that Alan's like, why are you so mad at him if you voted for him? Hey, Alan, a lot of people voted for Obama, and they're disappointed too. So this is nothing new. It happens across the pond as well.
Wait, who doesn't like Obama?
Lots of people.
everyone in Guantanamo Bay.
No, everyone in Guantanamo Bay hates the George Bush administration.
I'm pretty sure they're not too keen on Obama either. They're like, yes, I get free. Shit.
Anyway.
Okay, Clegg said that these games can have an incredibly powerful effect, and I expect, in some cases, a corrosive effect on someone's behavior. They occupy a hermetically sealed world of their own, and that can have a very detrimental effect. This he really didn't say where he got the information, where he based all this from, but
they never do.
But this whole thing was after what happened in D.C., where a gunman killed 12 people at a naval base. And said gunman played violent video games regularly.
It's totally. I wonder who put those words in those mouths.
Where have I heard this story before?
Oh, no, it's not the gun's fault, it's the games. Everyone should have a gun, but no one played them damn video games.
And,
Miracle. Guess what? We don't have many shootings over here. Oh, wait, because not every fucking retard has a gun. Just saying.
I agree with Tom on that.
It is true.
But I just love the Guardians. Their name of the article. Nick Clegg warns of corrosive effect of Grand Theft Auto. Man, where's Jack Kennedy?
Where's Jack Thompson?
Jack Thompson, yeah.
Jack Thompson is his name. I'm trying to figure out his name.
Well, he got disbarred.
He was disbarred.
Lying.
He got disbarred,
So-
but he's still around somewhere, skulking in the shadows.
Yeah,
ready to pop up.
he wrote a letter to Polygon, I think, recently, moaning about GTA. I'm not even joking.
He's
Have a look.
always moaning about GTA.
Sent a big email to the editor.
He's always bitching about GTA. He's like my nemesis. He's like Dan and Sam Hauser's nemesis.
So, they didn't even care. They're probably just drinking whiskey and, oh, money, I'll swim in you.
We made $1 billion.
It's like the Hauser brothers are Don Draper, and Jack Thompson is Betty Draper.
Oh.
You're gonna have to find a British equivalent, because the Hauser brothers are from the UK.
Oh.
Well, then they're like Lane Price. And Jack Thompson is Betty Draper. I don't know.
Yeah, you can use the Betty Draper for Jack Thompson. He's American. That's fine.
I don't know their relationship. I don't know the relationship between Price and Betty Draper, so.
You don't want to know.
Oh my god. Tom, please take the story.
Alright, things are crazy about that Grand Theft Auto. What the fuck's going on there? In its first 3 days, it hit the $1 billion sales mark. Insert witty segue into topic of the week here. There you go.
Yeah,
Isn't that witty?
That's the point where I got tired.
$1 billion sales, which it deserves in the first 3 days. That's going to take us up to our topic of the week. That's Grand Theft Auto 5. Came out Tuesday.
It's an
I'm
alright
playing
game.
it. You guys are playing it. I'm almost done with it.
God damn it, Matt. Spoil you die.
Apparently, out of everyone who's played it so far, I'm like so far behind because I'm just dicking around.
Yeah. Well, I've been doing. I've been fucking around a lot too. You know.
No, I mean like literally just throwing myself into things to just see what happens.
Whenever I see Matt on the PlayStation list, it says he's in a strip club.
I was in a strip club yesterday.
I was joking.
trying to get that like meter up. No, a lot of times I'm just I'm doing story missions or I'm doing side missions.
Well, the stranger ones, yeah.
Yeah. Every time I see a ramp, I wanna jump it. So I occasionally mess around. I spent like an hour and a half, I think, like just flying around the map trying to get, because like it's all kind of fogged out in the menu until you discover it all. So I just spent like an hour and a half just discovering it all so I could get the trophy. Listening to talk radio, of course, which is Laszlo's back.
Not that people in game do not like it, but he is back.
Laszlo's back, and he's got a face this time.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, and a ponytail.
Yeah,
He always had a ponytail. He always talked about it.
He's on TV on an American Idol ripoff of Fame or Shame. And he's on Chattersphere. For
he's
WC.
a co-host on it.
He's the host. He's assistant to the host.
But he says co-host.
And he won't accept his role. Well, if you're gonna fail up, I always say. I won't give details, but you do interact with Laszlo as a character. A few times, actually.
You and him put a hit out on Gabe Newell.
Fernando is also back in radio news. On the show right after Chattersphere, the Fernando show. He says he's done disrespecting women, though he keeps slipping up sometimes. Grand Theft Auto 5 is amazing. I love it. I have been playing it nonstop. I got it at midnight. Didn't get home till 3 o'clock. Played till like 8:30. Then like fell asleep for 2 hours and played more like the rest of the day.
That's what I did. I took the day off work even. I was like, hopefully somebody will come work for me. And hey, for once I was really glad that nobody I work with plays video games, because people are like, yeah, I've got no problem with that. I'm like, you guys are crazy. You should be home playing GTA. And they're like, what's that? Like, what kind of world do I live in?
I wanted to skip school as well and just play GTA, but if I did that, I would have gotten kicked out of my class.
Well,
that's right. I've just started university, so it's like the worst time for it to come. Last year, and it's just like worst time for it to come out, but I'll still play it.
I am about to start the last heist. That's how far I am. Well, like I'm setting it up. So
Matt, what are heists? What is this thing you are talking about?
Heists. The game is set around.
Well, Bentley tells you, and Sly. Do you know it's the same voice actor?
Oh, is it? Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, it does kind of sound like Bentley.
But yes, well, Bentley tells the three protagonists, Sly, what's the other fat one's name? Trevor.
Murray. Murray is his name. But we're not talking about Sly.
Yeah.
Oh, also another voice that I recognize. I'm pretty sure if you go to Blaine County, because they have different talk radio stations, the host would be on Insemination. I'm pretty sure that's Danny McBride.
Yeah, I think it was said it was. I
haven't seen it anywhere on the internet, so I don't know for certain. But it sounds a lot like Danny McBride. So
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, considering they got Jason Sudeikis for GTA 4.
Yeah.
Everything about this game is pretty. Everything about this game is better than Grand Theft Auto 4. And I mean, Alan has made it clear he doesn't like Grand Theft Auto 4 that much. I love it. I think it's a great game. But this game just blows it out of the water.
Sorry, I was just saying, before we all gush on it, should we say anything? Should we get it out there if we have any issue at all with it?
Okay.
Go
so
around the
the other day I was walking around, I was under a highway underpass, and there was some shrubbery that was hovering like a foot above the ground.
Disgusting.
That's like the worst thing I can say about the game, though.
Did you take a picture of it?
I didn't. Dang. Why didn't I think about that?
I just 2 issues that I ran into, but they have since fixed themselves. No, 3. 3 actually. There was I was in Michael's house at one point, and none of the characters were sitting. They were just all the character models were standing, and
yeah, I've had that, and they
were standing in weird places. Like his daughter was standing on the couch, and his wife was standing on the kitchen counter. I was like, that's dangerous. You shouldn't be doing it.
She had like an alcoholic drink when I did that as well. Just stood perfectly still.
Yeah.
In a weird position without like a bottle of whiskey. And like, what's going on?
There's a string. A lot of times when you're walking down the street, you'll hear like a random encounter happen. Like, oh man, he stole my wallet, please help me. Or, sometimes they're a little more in depth. Like
Red Dead Redemption.
Well, not like the stranger missions, but like.
No.
Oh, yeah, I guess, those. Yeah, that makes sense.
The blue dots on the map, yeah.
Yeah. When, there's one where.
There is a lot of Red Dead Redemption in this game.
Yeah. There's one where Trevor, runs into an actress who is trying to hide from paparazzi, and she's like, please take me home. And so, I tried to take her to the cult, because you can do that.
Yeah.
So far away.
It is very far away. It's almost not worth it, but I want to do it. I drove her all the way out there, and nothing happened. Then I tried to take her back home, and nothing happened. That was also an issue.
So you just killed her?
No, I just left the car there, and then she left. I was like, I'm just gonna get back to the story then. The last issue I had, and this happened a couple of times, I started up the game and there was no audio. And I had to restart the game. I quit out, then went back in, and the audio just fired up just fine. But other than that, this game is amazing. The cars handle better, the map is 3 times Liberty City. The character models are much prettier. It's an amazing game.
The people are fatter.
Well,
my
except
game,
for those NPCs in Grand Theft Auto 4, the fat bikers with the beards.
Yeah, they're amazing, those ones, especially, like, there's loads in the Ballad of Gay Tony just walking around.
Yeah.
But, on mine, I've been using the Snapchat, or the Snap-O-Matic Instagram riff-off, and, to show you some glitches when the Rockstar Social Club isn't fucked. And, but, I've got, you should see, on my game, the first playthrough, well, I say first time I played it, Franklin's house, I had about 4 aunts just keep spawning non-stop in the living room. I'm like, what? So I took a picture of them walking down the street, and also put my car in my garage. And then when I went to get the car out of the garage, there were 2 cars in the garage, and I couldn't get either of them out.
Were they like piled on top of each other? I've seen that.
Yeah, it's annoying. So I couldn't get either of them out. The one issue I have with the game, but I think it's just more I need to get used to it, is like I'm not fond of the driving so far.
Yeah.
And like I think the physics are kind of off. Like you go way too high.
But much better than 4.
I don't know. I actually really like the driving in 4. That's the thing.
The driving in 4 is good, but the driving in 5 is much better. Like I just watched a video just for there's a video of like people playing the old Grand Theft Auto games, and it occurred to me after spending this much time in Los Santos that the cars in Grand Theft Auto 4 are very wobbly.
I don't know. I think they feel a lot slower. I think they're weighty. I think because they applied more physics to the actual car. And the problem, I think, it's too twitchy. I think it's the problem with GTA 5. Like, I think if they toned it down a little bit,
like the
much
sensitivity.
Yeah, that's my only issue with the game, though.
I think it would have been fine as long as they should have just given all three of the characters the same special ability that Franklin has. Cause
seriously.
honestly,
it makes more sense with Franklin. I think
I hate that you can't use the slow mobility while driving as Michael to shoot the car.
Yeah, that would help for like car chases and whatnot. Speaking of special abilities, let's talk about those real quick. Unless anybody has any more problems that you've encountered.
I have one problem.
Go ahead.
They raped Grove Street.
They did not.
Where the fuck is Grove Street family?
Grove Street family cleared out because CJ is fucking millionaire.
Yeah, he totally forgot about it. He went to rob some casino.
They robbed a casino. It's Bala territory now. But you get to go there.
I mean, seriously, I even hate how the Johnson house looks now.
It looks like a crack den.
Yeah.
Because it is.
What are you trying to say, Matt?
That was actually one of the first places that I went. I went to Grove Street. And it looks pretty much the same.
The houses are much different. Like, CJ's house has lost the whole story.
Yeah, I mean, remember that this is like...
20 years.
Yeah, it's like 20 years.
And they said it's not the same universe, even though
it's not the same
universe.
But there are still, like, a lot of references. Like, there is a mission where you go to Grove Street, and after it's done, they're talking about how it's Bala territory. They're like, it used to belong to the families.
Also, did you see the Easter egg on that mission? When you're driving, you see three people dressed in green, cycle past on their bikes. It's pretty good.
It's awesome.
Are you sure that's not the GCF?
No, it's definitely because they're wearing the same exact outfits as you do at the start of the mission. There's one guy in a white vest, the other guy wearing Smokes and Ryder's outfit, Sweet and Ryder's outfit. So.
Yes.
It's pretty good. And it's just them. You see them cycling out as you drive in.
Yeah. My favorite part of this Grand Theft Auto game is seeing Grand Theft Auto 4 characters surface. I love that. That's
nothing.
Every time that happens. How far? Okay.
Just don't spoil it. Yeah, but for listeners as well.
The farthest we're going is Trevor.
That's still pretty far.
It is a little far. It's after the first heist.
But there's still a ton of game after that.
But I still think it's quite a big thing that
we're not going to talk. We're not going to talk about the plot details. We want to talk about the gameplay for all three characters. So that's why I wanted to make sure that you guys had all played as Trevor, so that you kind of knew how to control him and were able to talk about him.
Yeah.
Speaking of we talked about special powers. Each character has their own special power. Franklin can slow down time while he's driving to kind of maneuver the car a little bit better in car chases. Michael,
Matt.
Yes.
You're talking Saints Row style. Yeah, they have their own special skills.
Michael has a special skill, which is basically that he turns into Max Payne and slows down time so that he can get some more precision aim in a shootout. Trevor's special skill is Rage Mode, where all of his bullets do more damage. And there are a lot of fun Rage side missions that I have already done. 5 of them, then got the trophy for. Lots of fun. You kill lots of groups of people.
Oh man,
those are really fun, and like the preface for the missions are always just totally absurd.
Like out there, like they do nothing, and he gets all pissed off.
Yeah, exactly. He just like flies off the handle for no. You'll play it. It's good.
Yes. So basically, what this game is about, we're moving out of Liberty City. We're going to the West Coast, over to Los Santos, where we meet Franklin. He's a car booster. He works for a place he works for a repo man where he kind of just repossesses cars, just steals them and takes them over to the dealer, and then they resell them, put them back out on the street. Michael is a retired bank robber, and he's out of life. He made some kind of deal that I won't get into detail with because it's pretty intense, and it's something you got to kind of learn along the way. But he's living a life of misery and luxury up in Rockford Hills, and Trevor lives out in Sandy Shores, and he is
a fucking psychopath.
He is a psychopath that runs the guns and meth.
TP Industries.
Trevor Phillips.
The guns in this industry, the guns in this area go. I don't remember what the fucking name is. I was gonna say it, but I don't remember.
My favorite thing about Trevor is the switching character aspect. Like, every time I get back, something absolutely crazy, like waking up on train tracks right in front of trains, chucking people off bridges. Like, what the fuck? Every time I load them up.
One of my favorites when I drop in on Trevor is when he's in his underwear on the beach, and he's just looking over a sleeping couple, and it's just like, what's the matter? Go into the ocean, it'll wash off.
He's just standing right over them, watching them.
And it's way more fucked up, and looks way more creepy if you customize his hair to give him a mullet and a Fu Manchu.
Oh, I gave him the big, giant, like, beard thing, you know?
Yeah.
You gave him a ZZ Top?
Oh, yeah, the ZZ Top beard. It looks real good on him.
All three of these characters are engaging. They're intriguing. You love them all, and at some point, like, I thought that I would be favoring one a little more than the other, but I've actually kind of switched a lot and checked on all of them very frequently. Eventually, you kind of get to a point where you're like, I want to be Trevor for a while, you know, and you just kind of hang out with him for an hour or so. But still, it's pretty evenly balanced. You kind of want to be all three of these characters, and I was afraid that, like, one of these characters I was just, like, going to be bored with. And from the trailers, it looked like it could have been Franklin, but I like Franklin. He's really cool. There are a lot of strangers and freaks missions, lots of side missions. It's a lot of fun. Have you guys ran into the guy that's trying to legalize pot?
Oh my god,
yeah,
he's great.
Oh,
that
man.
was very Saints Row, I thought.
Yeah.
A lot of times, well, a couple of times that I can think of off the top of my head, there are only two people that I can think of off the top of my head where they show up and there's a mission for each character, and he's one of them. You got to find him as each character. Michael's happens first.
Yeah, he was like the very first mission I did as Michael.
Yeah, mine too. It's actually both these characters. Michael sees them first. It's the woman who hates herself and is exercising, and Michael races her. Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that too.
I beat that bitch.
Oh yeah, I did too, at the risk of a lot of health.
Yeah. I had like almost no health left when I beat her.
It's all about cheating. Don't take that shortcut.
But yeah, he's both of those characters. You meet them as each character, and you're not going to find them for a while for Franklin and Trevor. But when you do, they really pan out pretty well because they're really funny. Trevor's for the woman, and Franklin's for the pot dealer are the best. So kind of save those for last. Although I think her mission for Trevor is last, but I think I could go either way for him.
I have a question.
Yes.
There is, when setting up the setup
Heist.
of the first heist,
Yes.
when Michael talks about the crew,
Yes.
the guy that, the other
Lester.
guy,
Lester.
oh, no, I was trying not to spoil things, but okay.
No, you can give the name.
It's been shown in the trailers already.
Yeah. His name is Lester. He's got a debilitating disease. He walks around with a cane or he sits in a wheelchair every so often.
He talks about
He talks about a crew. This
yeah,
is one of my favorite references.
Yeah.
talks about a guy in Eastern European guy in Liberty City.
Making moves.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite references. It's the first Grand Theft Auto 4 reference that at least I remember.
Yeah, I was going to say it depends, because I
because I
found
think
one
there's a
that's just
couple,
a
like,
blue dot on it as a character from another from
Yeah.
GTA 4.
Yeah, I've run into him too. But there's also, I think there's a Brucey spot on the radio. Yeah, that's the first mission that I ran into, where Michael is talking to Lester about setting up the first heist, and he's talking about, we're going to need a crew. And Lester is talking about how all these guys kind of fell out of the business.
Moses ironically found Jesus.
Moses ironically found Jesus. He says, there was an Eastern European guy from Liberty City, but he went quiet.
And as soon as I heard that, I just got a big Joker smile.
I love when we talked about this last week, Alan. I love about the older games that I loved when I saw characters return. When Ken Rosenberg showed up in San Andreas, or Claude was in San Andreas as well. Those kinds of things. I love those. And that's why every time a character from Grand Theft Auto 4 appears, I just get excited, because I love shared universes across games. I think they're a lot of fun. Anyway, this game, fantastic. I can't get enough of it.
Play it, everyone.
Everybody needs to play it.
I think everyone has.
That's just a single player.
That's just a single player.
I know, I can't wait. I really can't wait for the online.
That is just a single player, because I don't know. Grand Theft Auto Online is coming in almost a week now. A little over a week now.
I'm expecting lots of heists online and all sorts.
Yeah, we got a crew going on.
It's not as good as my crew.
Nate Gamer's gotta get up on that social club, figure out his password so he can get up on that crew.
And go on the iFruit app and train his dog.
I went to train the dog for a little while, and I had to update. I had to do the phone update. And
Did you get your personalized license plate
I did.
that no one else in the world can take? What's yours?
It's Matt 310.
Ah.
I don't know if you guys realize this, but there's 9 days, 10 hours, 38 minutes, and 40 seconds until Grand Theft Auto Online.
I didn't realise that. Thank you, Michael.
Michael, huh?
Because I love GTA 5 so much.
That he doesn't care about your name.
Exactly.
I didn't know those personalized plates couldn't be taken by anybody else.
No,
It's
then you
a
can't
pain-
change it.
Yeah, and it's a pain in the ass too, because I tried to go with all kinds of different stuff, and I couldn't because
Honestly,
they were taken.
Superior PS3. Should have taken that.
Mine's NIN0DO.
Mine's Pie Guy, and it looks.
The guy with the pie.
Is there anything else that we want to discuss about Grand Theft Auto 5? There's not a whole lot that we can say, because we don't want to.
Yeah, why aren't I playing it?
We'll have to
now?
wait for the spoiler cast before we really get into it. I think.
The spoiler cast is going to be really exciting. I'm very excited to do that.
Can we say what our favorite our favorite thing was so far doing in the universe that was not mission related but just free time?
Yes,
Sure,
in fact, Alan, that's going to be our question of the week.
Whee!
So, gentlemen, we don't want to talk about spoilers, obviously. So, outside of missions, what is your favorite thing that you have done so far? Whether it be crazy or just your favorite thing.
Who's starting?
Alan, do you have one?
Yes, going to the airport, stealing a plane, making an emergency landing at the army base.
That is a terrible idea.
Hey, I had nowhere to land. It was either that or the water.
Should have gone to that. God, the one in Zancudo. The runway in Zancudo. It's up on the northwestern tip.
Well, basically, I was trying to steal one of their jets, and I was actually doing pretty good. I was taking out these marine bitches.
Marine bitches.
And that is until I saw something I had not seen in quite a while.
What's that?
A tank, motherfucker!
There was one in the Battle of Gaytoni.
I know, but I didn't play that.
That was really cool.
I played like barely any GTA 4.
That was better than Grand Theft Auto 4, honestly. But I love Grand
It's
Theft Auto.
amazing.
Battle of Gaytoni. Gaytoni is still one of my favorite characters.
It's still fun.
Yeah, but I had this plan to like tactically get around the tank. At the second I ran, the tank shot the wall that was right next to me. Just insta-kill.
Oh.
I bet that made you want the tank all the more.
And also, I didn't know that animals can kill you.
Yes, they can.
I
tried to go up to Mount Chiliad one time. That was another place. There were 3 places I wanted to visit as soon as I started the game. There was Grove Street, which I did. Vinewood, which I actually dropped into Michael, and he was like at the power plant just above the Vinewood sign, so that was easy. And Mount Chiliad, I wanted to go into the highest point of the game, and it took me like 3 tries because like a cougar kept killing me.
But my favorite thing though is just the physics for when you're falling down, like rolling down the hill.
Yeah.
Or my favorite, what happens when you try to unsuccessfly jump over something? You just
kind of fall into the wall.
Yeah, you just ram into it and oddly enough, there's no pain there's no marks on you, just blood on the ground.
There are some. There can be some marks on you sometimes.
I mean, yeah, it got to a point where his face looked fucked up.
A little beat up, yeah.
And that I thought was really amazing.
Yeah.
But just saying, the one thing that I really I hated because it shows how stupid I am. My blimp blew up because it got popped by a sign.
Oh,
nice.
And it was one of those big ass signs that you could see from a mile away.
How did that happen?
Because I was looking down instead of forward.
Which sign? How close were you to the ground?
I was just trying to get down. I was just trying to sit down somewhere, and then boom.
Jeez. Oh my goodness.
But I really do like the air travel in that game.
It is very good. Nate Hohl, do you have a favorite moment?
I'm really digging some of the side activities. Like I've only tried a couple of them. Like I really like the tennis.
Oh god, tennis is
so
so good.
Yeah, it's great.
I told Alan, I was like, when Grand Theft Auto 5, when Grand Theft Auto Online starts, we'll play some tennis.
Yeah, dude.
A couple volleys, a couple matches.
I had no idea you can make money off winning games.
I haven't tried the golf yet, but I kind of want to at some point.
I tried the golf as Franklin. There's a guy that you.
God, I want to do that too. Cause
I always forget the guys. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Matt.
Yeah,
Guy who's
there's a neighbor.
His girlfriend's like throwing all his shit out.
Yeah, there's a neighbor who's really into golf, and he invites you to play. I didn't finish the game because like there was some kind of bug or something. I don't remember, or I just did something that was out of regulation, and so I started the game over, and I was like, I don't want to play this right now. I want to get back to missions. But yeah, that and like yoga because they force you.
Yeah, yoga. Yeah.
I haven't done that yet, which again shows how I tried. Turns out I'm an idiot. I was trying to look around the entire map, trying to steal a bike. I could have just bought one online. I didn't even know.
I accidentally, like, my first, like, time biking, like, I just happened to drop in on Michael, like, when he was taking a bike ride. I was like, oh, cool, biking. So, my first experience with biking just happened to be an accident one. And I like it. It's pretty cool.
One of my that's one of my favorite parts of the gameplay trailers when they just demonstrated dropping in and, like, dropping on Michael, taking a bike ride with his son. And Jimmy's like, geez, Pop, some more of that and maybe I won't be dead by 35.
And who voices Jimmy?
Little Pete from Pete and Pete, Danny Tamborelli.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit, I thought he sounded familiar, damn.
Yeah, it's Little Pete.
He even looks like Danny Tamborelli.
He's the only character that, like, out of the main cast that I like, recognize the name.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he's the only one out of the cast that I like. Like the supporting characters.
No, Jimmy is an asshole. Like, I like him, but he's an asshole.
Well, yeah, he keeps stealing your crap and selling it.
Seriously.
Well, his sister ain't really that great.
Yeah.
His sister is in porn.
She just wants to be famous, guys.
Oh, man. Oh.
Yeah, so yeah, the side activities, that's what I'm really digging.
Okay, so now I'm done.
I'm
done with my exploding with glee.
Yeah. Nate Gamer.
Oh man, it's hard to decide. Probably the first time I got into the air was one of my favorite things. Like, I just went down to the little helipad that's kind of in the cities there, picked up one of those, immediately went to the top of that mountain, sat down. Yeah, because I'm not going to climb up that. I figured, let's get a helicopter, go up to the top. And it was great because there were two, like, motorbikes up at the top, and when I went up there, looked through the little viewfinder thing at the city, was like, oh, that's nice, and got in the bike,
I couldn't see much, but I was like, oh, it's still nice.
Yeah, got in the bike, and there's like a little ramp right near the very top of the mountain that you can go off of, and they don't give you very much of a runway for it, but basically, it was the coolest downhill segment I've ever done, because it went all the way down to the bottom of the mountain on this bike. Didn't fall off once. It was amazing. Should have gotten a trophy for it, but
there is not a trophy, unfortunately. I thought that there'd be a trophy just for being on Mount Chiliad. You know, like being on the highest point of Los Santos.
No, because that's too easy.
Well, I mean, Just Cause did it, so.
Well, Just Cause is a different game.
Yeah.
Entirely.
Yeah. Let's see. What about you, Tom?
Well, one of the first things was like, oh, does my blimp code work? And then I saw it on my phone, rang it up, went over to the blimp. I was Franklin at the time, because that's all I had unlocked. I flew it, landed on a beach, and I said, oh, the propellers are still spinning at the back. I wonder if that kills you. And it does, so that's pretty good.
And it does.
Yeah, the first time I got in mine, I flew into restricted airspace and got shot down.
Yeah.
Nice. And my favourite thing to do in that game is definitely just corpsing into everything. Walls, cars, everything, especially cars, because you can just fall flat in your face and smash the windscreen and someone swears at you. It's amazing. Seriously, just run up and jump into a wall. It's so funny.
See, listeners? This is what we mean when we talk about Tom.
Seriously,
let's see. I have a couple. I took the blimp around yesterday, actually. And after I finished checking out the entire map, I went over to the water, and I just bailed at the highest point. Like Mount Chiliad is very high, but if you're flying, you can get much higher. So I went up to water because it was, the lowest point, and just bailed out. And like Franklin's just like curled up in a ball, just like, oh god. And then it goes down, and it goes a little underwater. And I'm like, man, it's beautiful under here. And then I dropped. There is a ramp right outside of Los Santos Airport. It's this gigantic it literally goes straight up. It's not just a little incline. It goes straight up. And I haven't been able to pass that stunt jump yet, but you get seriously crazy high when you go up there. And the last one, God. I can't spoil it, so I'm not gonna say who gets it, but at one point you do acquire, in the online online trailer, there is they talk about you can get your own apartment. And, you're walking around an apartment with a telescope and some couches and all that, and all your friends are in there. You do actually acquire that apartment in-game, or that penthouse in-game at one point. And, it's a very nice house. It's in the Vinewood Hills. And this is purely aesthetic. There's a balcony, it's kind of like 3 levels, and then there's a little extra balcony, at the top, above the hot tub. I like to stand out there and just kind of look at the city, because it's got a great view, especially during the sunsets. Listeners, the Grand Theft Auto 4, if you try to watch a sunset, it's just colors. There's not a whole lot of detail. But Grand Theft Auto 5, take the time to watch a sunset, because it's pretty beautiful. Those are my favorite moments. Listeners, what is your favorite thing that you've done in Grand Theft Auto 5 outside of a mission? Because we don't want to spoil it. That is our question of the week. So leave your answers on our Facebook post or tweet at us. We will give you that information in a little while. Last week's question, Alan, we talked about what makes a journalist legitimate.
Man. Oh boy,
that was a pretty heavy topic.
Cool.
Yeah. We actually got some answers for that.
We did. Oh, wow.
Yeah, we did. But if you guys, the Nates and Tom, want to do a quick run through and tell me what do you think makes a journalist legitimate, because you guys weren't here, please feel free while this is loading up.
Well, I just say, what'd you say? Anger. Personally, I just think as long as you source original content, get the real interviews and get the quotes yourself, that makes you, when you're going out to find a story, that makes you a journalist. Not what a lot of you see a lot of websites doing is just rewriting press releases and stuff like that. It's not really journalism, it's just being a PR mouthpiece for whatever company.
Hey, what I do, I like what I do.
I'm not saying that, but I mean these, just news stories in general, a lot of these websites don't, the big websites, you'd think they'd have the resources, don't go out and they have the connections to have these interviews and to get more comments and stuff, but a lot of them don't make the effort.
Yeah, even when it comes to just writing news pieces, which again, people some people tend to take for granted, but at the same time, if you it's still something you can put effort into. Yeah. And I remember I read something a while back about how you can really tell when people don't even bother putting effort into writing news pieces. They'll it's like playing a game of telephone. They'll it's like Tom said, they'll rewrite something that they already saw, and they won't ever even take the time to check if it's accurate or not. Yeah. So I think an important aspect of being a legitimate journalist is just taking that extra time to make sure that not only what you're saying is helpful and
true,
will help the reader, but also it's accurate.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
Is that everyone? Nate, you said angry, I believe. Nate Gamer.
Whoa, and also getting paid.
Yeah.
Those two are the really important things.
We have a few. We actually have 4 answers.
Oh, dear.
A friend of mine, Dawn, says, diligence and research, absence of bias in reporting, and solid reasoning and conclusions when it is appropriate to extrapolate conclusions.
Oh, that takes.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, that's a great
Basically a
answer.
better version of what I said.
Yeah.
But that takes a lot of us out, though.
Pretty biased.
Well, we're the PlayStation podcast. We made it known that we're biased at the start. If you're coming to listen to a PlayStation-centric podcast, and
I'm talking about my own news stories.
Oh, yeah, well, it's still a PlayStation podcast, so whatever. We all have our interests, and it's a podcast, not news.
Yeah. Joseph says, letting the reader obviously know when they're giving facts and when it's just their opinion. A family member of mine, Chance, says, legitimate in the eyes of whom? If you mean the public, then let them be published. If you mean by peers, then I'm sure there's some standard amongst your peers that cause one journalist to feel superior over another, or legitimate, if you will. And Albert gives us the best answer.
Wait. What's his title?
Lord Superfan Albert.
No, Lord High King of the Superfans.
It's so long, Alan.
Yeah.
Albert gives us the best answer. That's why I saved it for last. It says, and it kind of, it's perfect for me at least, and probably for Tom. Consistently shitting on anything Xbox.
There you go.
Oh, Albert.
Oh my goodness.
I think this kind of says how we should do our questions of the week from now on. Because, every single one we've been like, what video game movie did you hate the worst? And it's like, nothing. Not a single thing.
Anyway. So, that was our question for last week. This week's question, again, is what is your favorite thing that you've done in Grand Theft Auto 5 outside of a mission? Don't spoil anything. That's about going to wrap us up this week, listeners. So thank you.
Shortest episodes ever.
Yeah, considering. I mean, we wanted to talk about Grand Theft Auto 5, but it is still less than a week out. We don't want to spoil anything.
We're restraining ourselves.
Yeah.
We'll have the spoiler cast soon.
The spoiler cast is coming, so you guys better get up on that and finish it up so we can talk.
Stay tuned for the 5-hour Grand Theft Auto 5 spoiler cast.
Yeah.
That's going to wrap us up, listeners. Thank you for listening to VGU.TV's PlayStation Podcast, The DualShock Show. Rate and subscribe to our iTunes. My drive just fucking shut down. Rate and subscribe to our iTunes under DualShock Show. Give us 5 stars. Maybe even leave us a review. Tom demands 5 stars. I'm just like, I'll take 3.
No, fucking 5. Or don't bother, you lazy twat.
5 stars for the queen.
Damn it, Tom. You just lost us a whole bunch of listeners.
I gave us a load of 5 stars, so shut the fuck up.
Nobody listens to us. It's like, Tom just insults me. I'm trying to listen to him, and Tom's just being mean to me. Tom basically singles out the listener and is like,
you know who you are.
Yeah, if I see anything lower than 5, I will find you.
What I appreciate, though, I like to get a review. I like to read an opinion. Please visit our website, VGU.TV. Find us on Facebook or tweet us at VGU.TV. You can also find us on YouTube at youtube.com/VGU.TV official, where you can also find this podcast in static video format. DualShock also has a Facebook and Twitter. This is where you can leave us your answers for the question of the week. You can find us at DualShock Show for both. That's all one word, DualShock Show. Or if you want to tweet at us individually, Nate Hohl is at Nate Hohl. That's NateHohl. Nate Gamer is at NGamer. Allan is at the Allan Muir. That's TheAllanMuir. I am at Madman07. That's with 2 T's in case you were wondering. And Tom is at Gaming Hobbyist. This is a PlayStation show. So if you want to play on PSN with us, Nate H is Opposed Crow. Nate G is X Wonko. That's XWONKO. Allan is That Jew Boy. That's all one word. That Jew Boy, BOI. I am Mattman310. And Tom is Pie_Guy. That's Pie Guy. The guy with the pie.
The guy with the pie.
Okay, I've been on this show for at least or close to 30 episodes. I have not played on PSN with all of you.
It'll happen at some point.
So that is a lie.
In 1 week, in a little over a week, we will be able to play. 10 days, we will be able to play online together. All of us. Grand Theft Auto Online.
Grand Theft Auto Online.
One big family.
Mm-hmm.
My crew will fuck up your family.
Oh, man.
Oh.
It's gonna be, and you're in our crew. You're like a lieutenant.
But I'm a leader of my crew, so get out.
We're gonna have to have some kind of alliance.
Mine's a Dark Souls themed crew. The Warriors of Sunlight.
That's just the worst.
It's the best.
We're gonna have to have some kind of alliance, otherwise you're gonna be in trouble.
Gang alliance or something.
We're gonna be keeping our eyes on you. And he's got to figure out his social password so he can get onto that crew. Thank you again for listening to DualShock, and we will see you next time. Never stop playing.
Cocaine's one hell of a drug.
Why is Social Club so down?